Hello, this is Carl's Mustang, and today we're back on the Crew Motorfest. This time with the GR86. I was excited about this thing when they showed the cars coming. When they showed all the cars that were coming. And when I saw this on April 3rd, I had to do a review on this because I love this car in Forza Horizon 5. I love this car in Gran Turismo Sport and in Gran Turismo 7. So I had to do a review on it once it finally came here. It's about 312,000 credits or bucks. I mean, I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure if the season pass. I'm not sure if the year one pass gives you a discount or not. I remember on the Crew 2, the season pass gave you a discount, but I'm not sure if year one pass is the same way. But it's a street tier 1, and all around, I'm gonna have fun with this car. As I said, I always loved this car, so I'm happy to see it in the game. Also, it's just another Toyota, and being that this is the first time the Crew has ever had Toyotas, this is pretty cool. Them finally getting another new Toyota. But I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it, and now I'll see you guys out towards the track. The GR86. I know some people are going to laugh about the amount of power that it's collected, because that's a very odd number to land on. But what's funny is its weight, though. It looks like they're doing it by its dry weight, not by its gross weight. That's what's interesting. Of course, weight doesn't totally matter on this game, but it does matter a little bit, because that's what determines if you stay on the road or if you slide off the road like a tank. But altogether, it has 1.1 lateral Gs, and that's with no tune. Because as usual, I fully upgraded it, and I have no pro settings on it. But one thing I was disappointed by this thing is you cannot change its tires. Like when you go to Vanity Items, you cannot change its tires. You cannot put window tint on it. You cannot change its You cannot change the nitro flame. You cannot change the tire. Did I already mention tire smoke? I already mentioned tire smoke. You can't change that. All you can do is change its sound signature and its horn. That's all you can really do. And with how cool this car sounds, you don't want to change its sound signature. It sounds damn awesome. But the event we're going to be using today is Kiss Me Combi, because that's basically the shortest event I can think of right off the top of my head, is Kiss Me Combi. I mean, I'm going to have to do more playlists on here and figure out more events, but for right now, the shortest event is Kiss Me Combi. But as usual, I'll go quiet and I'll tell you my thoughts after the run. crash later. On to my thoughts about the GR86. Not bad. It has a little too much wheel spin from first to second to third, and then fourth is when it finally, well, fourth it's kind of rowdy as well. But fifth is when it really kicks into gear, and really that's when you can really hit the nitrous as well if you have enough built up at the time. It's not a bad car. I mean, besides the wheel spin, which a lot of, if you are like me, you don't drive with traction control or stabilizer control, a lot of the cars do that in this game, and I mean a lot of them, especially the rear-wheel drive cars. That's one thing I do dislike about this game, is how they treat rear-wheel drive cars particularly, because it's like all of them do that. But all around, it's a pretty good car, and it has a little bit of a like, it's weird. At low speed it has oversteer, and at high speed it has understeer. It's very odd. Like, the real one does, like, I've driven it in Forza, and I've driven it in Gran Turismo Sport and in Gran Turismo 7, and it does not act like that. That's not its characteristic, but in this game it acts like that, so that's kind of an odd thing. But all around, it's not a bad car. That can be tuned out of it. The wheel spin thing, as I said, depends on if you run traction control and stabilizer control. All around, it's a pretty good car. It was doing very good. Like, of course, the opponents rubber banded ahead of me, but once this car got its momentum built up and I started using nitrous, once I got enough built up, they didn't stand a chance. Especially when I started nailing those corners. So all around, this is a pretty nice car, and I think it's worth getting. I mean, it's one of the better cars in Toyota's lineup. I mean, this thing right for me is right next to the Toyota Supra and the GR Corolla. So it's definitely worth getting if you have the money. Like, you don't have to buy it right now. You can always buy it later on down the road, like for a summit or whatever. But I think it's worth buying by itself. It's a fun car to drive. It sounds good, looks good, has decent body part customization, even though it doesn't have much vanity item choices, but otherwise, it's a good car, and I recommend getting it. That's all I really have for today's video, and I'll see you guys later in the next video.